Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we're all comfy today and we're gonna have a little bit of a Q&A session. I haven't done one in over a year, so I thought I would do one today, catch up with you guys, life updates, answer whatever you guys want to know, things like that. Cosmo is here too right now. Say hi, Cosmo. But before we get started with the video, I want to thank our sponsor for today, which is Squarespace. For those of you who don't know what Squarespace is an all-in-one platform where you can build websites, build blogs, set up an online store, use marketing tools, and a lot more. It's a very, very easy platform to use, especially for those who don't have any prior experience like me. They have so many award-winning templates that you can choose from that make the whole process a lot easier. It's also a great platform if you want to set up an online store to sell digital or physical products, and they make it super easy for you to do so with multiple third-party integrations. Another aspect I love is that if you're a creative, you can set up a portfolio or work gallery where you can showcase all your work. All in all, it's genuinely just an amazing platform that you guys should check out. You guys should definitely head on to www.squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to launch, you can head on to squarespace.com/Alia for 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. So you guys should definitely check out the link. It's also going to be in the description. And yeah, thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video. But let's get into the Q&A. My phone is on the floor right now because Cosmo dropped it. Ooh, okay, got it. The first question is, how has living alone been? For me personally, I absolutely love living alone. I cannot imagine living with anyone else. In the beginning, it was obviously a bit of an adjustment because I went my whole life living with either, a roommate in college or my parents, to living like with no one except my lovely dog. And it was obviously an adjustment for like the first month or so, but now I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I also just love my house. It's super me. It's very peaceful. I also am the kind of person that likes spending a lot of time by myself and doing my own thing, reading, watching movies, working, whatever it is. I prefer just, being by myself. So I love it 90% of the time, though, I would say. There's obviously that 10% on some days when I'm a bit anxious, where it's like, okay, now I feel a bit lonely. I wish someone was here to talk to me, distract me, things like that. But like 90% of the times, I would say I absolutely love it. Someone said, has someone who you were close to ghosted you suddenly? And if yes, how did you deal with it? Yes, that has happened to me before, and it's obviously not the best situation. Things happen, you have to move on. I really believe that time heals everything, and you just have to give it time, like you have to do with every other obstacle. But if you give it time, I'm sure you'll heal and move on. The next question is, what are you doing now in terms of your career? So right now, my main focus in terms of my career is social media, like YouTube, Instagram, things like that. It's where I make most of my income from right now. But having said that, I have been working on a little bit of a secret project for about 3 months now, and there's obviously a little bit more to go, so I'm not going to reveal anything just yet. But I'm very excited for this. I put in a lot of work and effort into this, and I really hope it does well. But yeah, you guys should definitely look out for a fun little announcement coming up in the next few months. There's still time, but I just thought I would let you know because I'm just too excited. How many tattoos do you have? I've lost count, but I know it's around like in the beginning 20s, but I definitely want like a lot more. Someone said, I see that Shane is such a spiritual guy. How do you or do you not relate to that aspect of him? So when Shane and I met, we were two completely different people to how both of us are now. And I think we've grown a lot together and separately, but also together. And I've kind of seen him grow into this spiritual part of himself, which he wasn't like when I first met him. And I love it. I think it's so amazing that he's so in touch with his spirituality. It kind of inspires me to get more in touch with my spirituality as well. I do relate to him in most aspects. Some obviously I don't, but that's completely okay. But yeah, I love how in touch he is with his spirituality. Are you going to resume college? This has been my most asked question probably for over a year now. For some of you who might recall, almost exactly a year ago actually, I posted a video talking about how I was going to take a gap year from college because of mental health and stuff. I genuinely initially thought I would go back, but I think this past year I've just realized that for me personally, college isn't right for me, at least for now. I'm very happy with where I'm at, and the mental space I was at when I was in college just wasn't it for me. It just wasn't doing me any favors. So I have dropped out of college, but I feel like education is always like that kind of thing that you can always go back to it whenever you want. So, you know, if I ever later in my life feel like, you know, it's the right time for me to do something in terms of like learning something, education, whatever it is, I mean, I would love to do it. But for now, I have dropped out and I will not be resuming college. Someone said, how's life been as a dog parent? It's been absolutely amazing. He's my love. He's the love of my life. I love him. He has absolutely changed my life since he came into it. I can't even explain how much of an impact he's had on me and my mental health and just like in general. He's just made me so much happier. I laugh more in the day. I smile more.
Yeah, you are. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Have you stopped eating meat for animals? Yes, I have. And actually it happened after I got Cosmo. My love for animals just like increased tenfold and I just didn't feel comfortable eating animals anymore. I still eat fish sometimes. Most of the time I eat like plain vegetarian food, but once in a while I'll eat like fish. Someone said, would love to hear about your struggle with hypochondria. How do you deal with it? It's definitely a struggle. I'm quite a big hypochondriac and it actually only started after I got diagnosed with panic disorder and generalized anxiety. I don't know why, but like then every like weird sensation I felt in my body, I associated to like something is wrong with me and stuff. And I used to like go on WebMD. WebMD is gonna be the end of me, but I went on WebMD at least once a day trying to diagnose myself, and like a headache would turn into a tumor, like a stomach ache would be cancer. And my poor doctor, God bless him, has gotten so many calls from me crying to him and telling him that something's wrong with me, and obviously nothing was wrong with me. Also with anxiety, a lot of like anxiety symptoms mimic like heart symptoms, like heart palpitations, you know, chest pain, things like that. So I used to get super like anxious about my health like for the first few months of when I really was struggling with anxiety. But I would say it's gotten a lot better for me now, thank God for that, touch wood. Like I said before, time heals everything and you just kind of have to give it time and make an active effort to overcome these things. Are you going to try fillers? I had mentioned I wanted to try under eye fillers. However, it is expensive, so I only want to do it when I'm like really sure I want to do it, and I'm still a bit unsure. We'll see though. If I do, I'll definitely film the whole journey and let you guys know how it goes. Your body has changed a lot. Do you want to talk about how you feel about it? Firstly, thank you for being respectful, because yes, my body has changed a lot, and over the last few months I've gotten so many DMs and comments of people saying like, oh, you've gained so much weight, how'd you do it, blah 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 blah. I mean, I obviously know no one meant it like negatively. I mean, obviously there were a few people that were being rude about it, but I know most people didn't mean it negatively. But for me, someone who has like self-esteem issues and struggles with like body image and things like that, it was a bit triggering for me to hear so many people notice and point it out. So I feel like you should never comment on someone's weight, whether, you know, for whatever it is. It can be super triggering to someone. So I want to thank whoever sent this to be like asked in a respectful way. It's definitely an insecurity of mine, and I've gained a lot of weight because of the antidepressants that I'm on. It has made me put on a lot of weight, and it's an insecurity of mine, but I'm working on it. I'm eating healthy, I'm working out pretty often. So, you know, it is what it is. Someone said, do you see yourself getting married to Shane in the future? Yes, I do. I know I'm going to marry Shane in the future because I've never been in such a healthy relationship where we just have such a good partnership, because it's friendship more than anything else. And yeah, I mean, I definitely want to get married to Shane. You guys should like tell him to propose soon. Someone said, do you secretly hate any female YouTube influencers? I don't hate anyone. There are obviously a few that I don't like. They're not my cup of tea, or that I might not get along with, or I might not like. I don't think there's anyone I hate. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously always going to be people you don't like. And the last question is your favorite web series of all time. That's a really hard question for me. There's a lot of shows I love. I love New Girl. New Girl is probably like my comfort show. Actually, recently Shane has been making me watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I'm obsessed with. It is such a good show. Yeah, so I think right now I would say Avatar is probably what I've been watching and I love. But yeah, and that was the last question. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed just catching up and, you know, life updates and whatever. If you guys did, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And check out my Instagram. The link's gonna be down in the description. Also, make sure you check out Squarespace. The link for that is also gonna be down in the description. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.